Well, good afternoon, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatics. Been a while. Told you guys I wanted to take a Thanksgiving break here. Been enjoying my time here parked at Mom's in the NautiBus. Seems like every year I show up with the new rig. But yeah, been really enjoying my time. Mom's cooked. I've cooked a couple times in the bus. We've been out to eat at a couple different restaurants. Me, Mom, and Brian, and got to see the pets. All Mom's 2 huskies and kitty cats. So it's been a nice, relaxing time here in Texas. As you can see, I'm wearing my hoodie, long pants. It has also been very cold in Texas. The rest of the country up north's, like blizzard-like conditions, but it's cold for me. And I'm very much looking forward to getting on through Texas. As part of this video, tomorrow morning, gonna be leaving Mom's again, getting on the road, and heading directly west. So thanks for joining me, guys. Almost forgot how to do this. I will be uploading this video with some Connecten internets. Check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. Let's get back inside. My eyes are watering. I'm so cold in Texas. Yeah, nice and toasty here inside the NautiBus. Got the Christmas lights up. Mom, Brian also put Christmas lights on the house here, and that was nice to see that come together. For staying warm here in the bus, I got a new heating source actually, and guys, I'm very, very impressed with this. Of course, I've got my diesel heater that I can use. I'm boondocking here at Mom's and obviously not getting a whole lot of solar because it's very cloudy and cold, but I do have my mini split with the heat pump installed also. I could set that to 7 degrees or auto and get heat, but going back to propane, this is my ideal way to boondock comfortably. And a little bit going back, because here in 2025, maybe this technology's been around a little longer than I thought, but not from the 2 companies that I've used. Camco Olympian Wave catalytic heaters and Mr. Buddy catalytic heaters. They've never had a thermostat, right? So you turn them on and you set them to low or high. You're either getting 5,000 BTUs or 20,000 BTUs or whatever. And when you get hot, you get out of bed, turn it off. When you get cold, you come back, turn it back on. The pilot and everything, right? Not anymore, guys. I'm sold, because it has now been 4 days and I am so impressed with this heater. This is the Propane ProCom Catalytic Blue Flame Heater. Here's your igniter switch on top. Here is your thermostat. That's right, you guys see the pilot light right there? This is a thermostatically controlled propane catalytic heater. Absolutely no power at all. Simply connect your hose to a propane tank. Just like this, you can swap them at any gas station in the country or get them refilled cheaply at some of the truck stations. And guess what? You just set the temperature and then go to bed and walk away. It maintains whatever temperature you have desired. Now, I will note that the knob does not have a degrees. It's not like a digital display that says I want it to be 70 degrees. But I will take whatever we can get. We've got 5 levels of heat here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can turn this dial to whatever place you want. Now, I'm going to turn it all the way down to 1. I like 2. 2 is about 68 degrees. But watch the blue flame. When I turn this down to 1, see how it just clicked off? But look, the pilot is still lit. And the pilot is lit because this has a built-in thermostat. So when the temperature drops 2 or 3 degrees, I'm going to manually do it, but it'll automatically turn back on. You do not need to come up and adjust it non-stop and turn it off and turn it on and click the igniter for the pilot light and all that. It does it all right here. All you just walk away. And I leave it like this. I feel like it's taken a full 4 days for me to get comfortable leaving it like that, but Mom and Brian and I go out and I leave it on in here. Of course, I've got safety stuff. I've got a CO2 detector here, a smoke alarm, stuff like that. This also has a low oxygen shutoff built in, just like the other catalytic heaters. So it will actually turn off the pilot and all gas if it senses that oxygen is too low. So this is an indoor safe, ventless catalytic propane heater. And guys, I am so impressed with this. I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm so glad that something like this finally has hit the market. Now I believe we're just 2 or 3 years away from having a digital display, kind of like a diesel heater, where it would be remote and it would be up here battery operating. You just select it. I want it to be 69 degrees all the time. We love it, don't we, Chunks? Don't we, Gizmo and Chunks? Yeah, buddies. You guys ready to go and hit the road? Yeah, man. So yeah, that's Eric geeking out on new technology. Oh, thank you, world. I'm probably going to be using that a lot more because simply even just the diesel heater, I mean, it doesn't, even though it's got fan speeds, it doesn't adjust anything. You've got to turn the diesel heater off and then turn it back on at 3 a.m. when you're freezing. And then you can't breathe at 7 a.m. when the sun comes up because it's 100 degrees. It's just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is a life changer for boondockers. No power, no sound at all. And I'll probably still mix between the three because I want my diesel heater to keep running well. And, you know, maybe I run out of that tank and I don't want to go outside and swap propane tanks. So I will just kick on the diesel heater real quick. Or maybe I run out of diesel and I need to refill the diesel tank. Well, the next morning when we're getting all this solar, turn the mini split to 70 degrees and heat it up. The whole bus real quick, heat it up, you know? So options and redundancies. One thing I've learned on the road, redundancies. 3 ways of cooling, 3 ways of heating, you know? All right, well, I'm gonna pack up and spend my last night here with Mom, and then we'll hit the road in the morning, okay? Okay. Well, good morning, guys. That sign we're on I-10 West. It was nice. It was really nice to spend some downtime with Mom and really take a YouTube vacation. You guys that aren't YouTubers, you don't know. I mean, you know, we don't really have days off, times off. We don't clock out very often, so this was really nice to literally not touch my camera for 6 days during Thanksgiving. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't get to see my mom as much as I used to, but I think I see her more since she's moved and retired from Washington State to Texas. I see her more. That's definitely a fact, and that's nice. I need to get back up to the Northwest to see my Northwest family too, but all in good time. This morning we are going to be driving I-10, not the whole time, but remember when we started this, when we first came in on the west end, east end of Texas, we were at exit 880. That means there's 880 exits or miles of I-10 until you get through Texas. 880 exits or miles. That is a lot. That is the largest interstate system in any state in this country. I-10 in Texas, east to west. 880 miles. And if you were going the speed limit and just trying to get there, it would take 14 hours and 40 minutes. And we're not going the speed limit in a big, heavy bus. So you do the math. I don't think I'm going to get through Texas today, no matter how hard I try. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's drive a little bit, and then we'll take one detour off of I-10 today. We'll go see something. This is Highway 390 West, and it's obviously a small town. I've never been here in Iraq, Texas. Iraq with 2 A's. Very small town, but a famous comic strip writer is from this town. There's a big lizard on top of that. Right there. That's cool. The kiddies want to play with a lizard, don't you guys? Yeah, they want to play with a lizard. What's diesel? $3.65 a gallon? Oh wait, I can find it. $3.10 a gallon. Off to our left here, you can see it says "See Alley-oop." Alley-oop. And I think that's right up here on the right. We're not going to stop here too long. It looks like there's 2 pickup trucks here. I just want to walk around, get some fresh air. So I'm gonna kind of parallel park the bus up here past the entrance here to give everybody enough room. Does look like the gate's open here at Fantasyland. All right, let's check this out real quick. All right, well, it's not Beetle Bailey. That's the only other military, like World War II style comic that I can remember. V.T. Hamlin. Hamlin like Denny Hamlin. I call him Whamlin. Danny Whamblin. No, V.T. Hamlin is from these parts. That's where his comic strip was from. And so you can see above my solar panels there, Alley-oop, a million-year-old caveman, Fantasyland, Iran, Texas. complete with a concrete dinosaur there. Very nice. I think that's a Dilophosaurus, I believe. And then over here, that I believe is actually from, I think he was in the comics. Monkey smoking a cigar. Okay. But when I think of alley-oop, I'm reminded of NBA Jam on the SNES Super Nintendo system. NBA Jam, alley-oop, he's on fire. That was a fun basketball game I used to play with my brother. I don't think that's what alley-oop stands for here. I think it's a little different. But yeah, it's Denny Alley-Oop's pet dinosaur, and you can have your picture taken with him. There's a little ladder up here, and I obviously want to get on top of a Dilophosaurus. Oh yeah! Boy, these things are big. Woo! Thumbnail. That might be a thumbnail, actually. And I guess that's alley-oop there. Now, this comic may have been out, you know, when we were talking about putting monkeys on the moon and out in space, training them to fly our aircrafts and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I can honestly say I've never seen an alley-oop comic. All right. The museum here says Indian artifacts, fossils, historical records. Oh, my. You know what? It is not open, guys. It is chained up. There's a chain around it. It says now open Saturday. Well, on Google, it says Monday through Friday. And you guys will probably see this tomorrow, Tuesday, December 2nd. I guess they decided to extend their holiday weekend and close without warning. Dang it! I really wanted to see the fossils. I wanted to get me a fossil magnet. How come I can't get magnets on this trip? I'm gonna have to go to a gas station, get some diesel, and get me a little truck stop magnet, because I'm fiending for a magnet. Yeah. These wind generators, or crop fans, as I call them, that we're gonna see in Texas. Here's one of the blades. You may have seen these on the back of those huge semi-trucks that have massive clearance. This is one of those 3 blades. They are monstrous. And Texas is well known for transporting them and building them. There's some off in the distance over there. We're going to see some on this trip for sure. I'm bummed out. You know, it doesn't even say we'll be closed a couple extra days next week after Thanksgiving too. Okay, back on the road we merrily go. Here we go. Lunchtime in a picnic area. I made a ham sandwich. Got some Cheetos in there and a water. You guys got to check out this view here at this picnic area. I forget the name of this highway I'm on right now, but I got to get back to I-10. I think it's like 20 miles back to I-10. How peaceful and quiet it is. Wow. Look, there's even some of those pancake cactuses here on the cliff. Like literally growing out of rock and concrete. They're easy. You can't kill those things. It's like, okay, I'm sure I would find a way to kill a cactus. Mama grows cactus here in Texas. Yeah. Well, I'll have to give you guys an update on my health. Today is the first day in years I did not make coffee. So today, for the next 3 days, no coffee, no soda. I'm just doing water only. And I actually started that last night. Last night was actually a really rough night sleeping. It's got to be heartburn, right? I mean, it's the same symptoms as before I got on the antibiotics for my ear infection with the fluid in my ear. It's the same stuff. It's not dizzy, thank goodness. But it's the throat thing. It feels like my throat is clogged. It's difficult to swallow because my throat's too narrow and it builds up like acid reflux. So my eyes water, my nose runs. It's been driving me crazy, guys. I mean, I could still swallow water and eat food, but it's difficult. It's uncomfortable. And it was really uncomfortable last night to the point where I told Mom, I said, I'm not leaving tomorrow, Mom. I'm going to go to the hospital. I was literally an 8 out of 10 ready to go like in the middle of the night. And I said, I'm going in the morning. Then I woke up, stood on my feet, felt fine. Decided not to make coffee, but you know. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this one. I just want to get away from the cold first. get to Arizona, and then I'll have someone drop me off at the Phoenix hospital if I have to. It's ridiculous. I'm trying so hard with my health, and it's like, I start second guessing myself. Is it related to when I stopped drinking alcohol? Is it the omeprazole pills for my heartburn that I've been taking for a decade that I guess you're not supposed to take long term? So I'm not taking omeprazole anymore. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, well, let's get on the road. They got a garbage can right over here on the way out. I think these are those bear-style ones so that the bears can't get into them, right? Raccoons, wildlife, pretty sure. Yeah, let's get back to I-10 and see how far we can get. Let's pop the drone up. I haven't used that. I hope the battery in the drone works. Yeah, it wasn't full of battery, but it was half battery. Let me get it positioned up over the ridge here. Alright, we'll hit record like that. Can you see me? I'm over there. Now you can really see how big this beast is. You just gotta make sure you have an escape route, a way to get out, and take your turns real wide. I'm thankful that nobody else actually pulled into the picnic area. Remember too that you can use these picnic areas for 24 hours in your vehicle, overnight and everything. You sure can. Any Texas roadside picnic, rest area, roadside attraction, anything built like this, you can overnight for 24 hours, park your vehicle. Yep. All right, let's get on the road, put on some miles, getting some good solar on the panels. I think today's gonna be a good day. The good thing about the winter time is I'm not running the mini split anymore, so I'm saving all that power, and by 10, 11 a.m. I'm fully charged with the solar. Easy, easy. Yeah. So now I can see perfectly out this window right here. Awesome. I know there's no traffic coming, so we're good to go. Let's go. Head west. Westward, guys. Look at the open road. This is pretty. It's not so pretty when we get back to I-10, just so you know. But this is nice. It's real nice. All right, we've been going pretty much straight south with the sun right above me right there here on 390. Here's our I-10 junction west, though. And the rest of my trip is going to be I-10 west all the way to Quartzsite. So, a lot of this. And it depends on how often I want to come off I-10 to look at stuff, or do I just want to get to Quartzsite? We shall see. But I know we're gonna find a Love's Travel Center or a Pilot or something for some cheaper diesel. So that's where we'll shoot for. Let's go. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I have a thing for this to cover, because in a couple hours that sun's gonna be back in my eyes setting right here. I have a plan. I will get that set up after we get gas. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work really well. There's a Flying J on the other side of the interstate here. Even right here, this little chevron right here. The problem is, in the daytime, it's really hard to fit a bus into these auto truck slots. I'm gonna peek over here. That's considerably cheaper. Will my bus fit through? Yeah, you know what? There's an RV over there. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna wing around like this, because this will save me 70 cents a gallon. All right, these pumps do not have diesel. So let's try this. This is only gonna be the second time I've filled up gas on this trip. So I should be able to get a pretty good mile per gallon estimate here too. I'm just trying to figure out how we get back there. Guess I'm gonna take this road here. Yeah, this is definitely a truck diesel pulled through. It's my first time trying it. We're about to see if this is gonna work. You know what? There's an RV right there though. Yeah, this should be fine. I may have to input a fake truck number or something, but yeah, let's see how this works. This could be a lot easier. Just going through the truck stalls. All right, we're getting some diesel for $3.24 a gallon instead of $4.04 at Pilot Flying J. A little confusing. I just decided to go in there and ask her how this works. So I had to pull into a different pump because, well, if I had pumped 16, if I told her I wanted 16 and I came in this way, the other way, that pump 16 would have worked, and this one on the other side. See, it's 15 over there, but this 16 that's all blacked out, you pay on that one, and then you come over here and grab this nozzle and do it this way. So what I could have done is, I could have just nosed in, and I could have paid on this pump, and then filled up on this side. So that's how those work. So if you ever pull into one of these and you're wondering how they work, this one is where you pay, obviously, and if your pump's on the other side, you just walk over here, and after you prepay, you lift this handle and do it here. And you'll save 70 to 80 cents a gallon rather than going to the Pilot Flying J commercial truck stops, okay? Good to know, I like it. I'm gonna go inside and see if I can get a magnet too. We're gonna hit the road, Jack. First, oh, I forgot to do a miles per gallon check. Oh well. First, this little repair shop over here, I've always wondered if we're in a schoolie, you know, we're in a Cummins, whatever, Freightliner chassis, international chassis, you know, can we go to truck stations for work? If we need work done, if we need a new starter put in, if we need a new tire, whatever we might need. There is a colorful bus here at this truck station with its hood open. You guys see this? Let me grab my phone. Yeah, it's a front engine. See? It's orange and blue and white and a big skylight on top. And they are definitely working on a schoolie here, just so you know. I know Diana likes to get her bus tires checked at truck stations and stuff like that, so it is possible. Might call first. I don't know. Jones, let's go, buddy. Let's do this, buddy. Yeah, yeah. I said no Coke and coffee. I did get a Gatorade. Okay? We are heading straight south on I-10 West. I mean, literally, south is right there. The sun is going to set right in front of us. But right now, it's over here. And you can see I got my new curtain over here. This is the curtain that goes on the door at night. But right now, I'm just using the magnets. And this is the curtain that Michelle made for me. Because it really takes all that away from my eyes. And then here in a couple hours, I'll switch it up and attach it to this right here with these clips. So it'll go like this, and then I can raise it and lower it to where I need it to be hanging from this. Yeah! I'm not messing around no more. It is brutal driving west into the sunset. Not no more. I'm comfortable now. There we go, the sun shifted. I moved it over. I was gonna use the clips, but I just used one of the other magnets. Works great. It's right here above eye level. I can still see everything. And all I had to do is just move it a little bit, so. Yeah, we're gonna be just fine today. Not blinded. Not blinded. Just like that. The sun is over the mountains. Don't know if those are New Mexico mountains or not, but I know the scenery is definitely changing quick. Let's do headlights. Marker lights. There we go. And yeah, I wonder what. Here's a mile marker right here. Mile marker 144. What? We're still 144 miles away from the New Mexico state line. What happened to today? See how a 6-hour drive turns into a 9-hour drive in a bus or RV? Granted, the speed limit's 80. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing 80, so yeah. Add 1/3 to whatever you're already looking at. Today just went away, and it's not, I didn't even get to stop at that museum. I just got to go outside. I mean, yeah, I've just been driving through Texas. Can I make it 144 miles? It's gonna be dark. It's gonna be dark. I don't know, guys. I don't know. My butt's a little numb. I keep going up and down with my air seat too, because look, I can go way up here. I can also drop it all the way to the ground. Let all the air out. I'm literally on the ground with no, so I'm gonna feel every little bounce. I can barely see over the steering wheel. I don't like that. I like it up a little bit where it can bounce and not bottom out. That's my position. Sorry, having too much fun. Alright, well, we'll just keep driving. Van Horn, Texas. Van Horn. Okay. Okay. No traffic. No traffic. Until we get to El Paso. Might hit some traffic in El Paso. Well, I got the bus parked here in a back parking lot. Somebody's sleeping in a Penske truck over there. I'm just behind a Shell gas station here in Fort Hancock. Hancock. Eric, maturity. Maturity, Eric. Fort Hancock, Texas. Today just didn't work out as I had planned. There's two things going on behind the scenes that are more on the business end. And then, yeah, I got to take care of some stuff. This will work. I guess there's the Shell gas and my health thing going on, but that is really driving me crazy, guys. My throat, I'm gonna quit taking any kind of medication for my heartburn, just Tums, just gonna take Tums, and I'm gonna keep not drinking coffee and soda and beer and see if I can kick it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is, but it is uncomfortable. So there's the NautiBus. Does it look a little stealthier here? Yeah. I got all the curtains closed except the front one where the Christmas lights are at. And actually, I still need to put on my side shade and my front windshield there where Chunks is at. Gizmo's up in the driver's seat there. And Opie's over here. Yeah, I'll get this all covered and you'll never even know I'm here. I'm not gonna do my eyes up front. I'm not worried about the wreath. And then on the side, yeah, it's just pitch black over here. I just blend right in. So, yes, I gotta make some dinner, gotta crank on the heater and everything, and I need to plug in Connecten right now and start figuring out what the heck is going on. Because, like I said, you guys just see the happy YouTube side of me. You don't see all the weird drama and other crap that goes on with the business side of YouTube, you know, behind the scenes. There's some behind the scenes trouble. I'll get it figured out, hopefully, sorted. If not, I may have to spend another day here and just close up shop and stay on the computer and figure this stuff out. I don't know. I don't know. My head hurts. My head hurts. I've been thinking too hard. Okay, let's get settled. Oh, well, I was going to edit. I need to edit the video because it's got to go live tomorrow morning, even though I'm not done with all my stuff. Okay, I can handle a few little kitty kibbles. If you just smother them, then they get tired of it. Too much, now he'll leave. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Or you can watch me edit. That's fine. That's fine. All right, guys. Like I said, I don't know what's going to go on tomorrow. I don't know. I can't tell yet if I'm going to get this resolved in time. So be patient with me on my trek back to Arizona. I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see. Later.